people. My first call today is an evaporator replacement, which is not a big deal, only because it's an evaporator, and an evaporator is not something difficult to work. The problem with this one is a kind of nightmare evaporator. It's a really tiny one. It's a whole package. I mean, you have the TXV and the whole assembly in one package. The problem is that the cooler, it got 2 drawers and it's located in a kitchen, kind of commercial kitchen, industrial kitchen for a big place. So I have to try to fit myself in. I have to go with oxy-acetylene to do the job because the box is deep and my connections are all the way at the end and there is no air for my torch. So I have to go with oxy-acetylene. I got oxy-acetylene, so I hope everything goes well. But the most important thing is that they need this evaporator replaced. I guess that the cooler is partially down, and it was down a few days ago. So right now they need them. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna show you the evaporator I got. It's a really tiny one, kind of fancy evaporator. And I guess we go from there. See you there in a minute. Alright, this is my beauty today. This is the evaporator. I never worked on this kind of evaporator before, but at the end it is an evaporator after all, so it makes the same thing as all the other ones. It may look different, but an evaporator at the end. So as you can see, it got the TXV, the valve, the blower is there. So that's what we're gonna do. As you can see, it's gonna be tight, and but anyways, this is the rack. This is all the condensing, I mean the whole condenser and all the systems. This is mine, and there is also a leak in this system, so right now it looks like the system is empty. So soon I finish the evaporator replacement, I have to do a leak test and find out where the leak is located and repair it in order to recharge. So it's gonna be fun. That's the thermostat. They go over here, and that's where the line set goes. CSV and thermostat valve drain. I just want to make sure that this evaporator is gonna work for this application. I can see that they got the lines going on the side, so I just for the hell of it, it's always good thing just double check before you start taking everything apart. See, we got our first problem. Line set is supposed to come out here, not on the side like this one does. So this is the different model. All right. I don't think that this is gonna work. I've been looking through this evaporator a little closer, and all these chassis or box, this aluminum. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the one I got inside, the one that it got the hole already cut, measure it, and do the same holes for my line set and for my power. Make the 2 holes so I can get my power line over here, and I can make my line set go through. It's gonna be a really tight spot. System is empty. The old evaporator out, and these are the holes that I need to be made on the new one. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna measure them and have them in the same location, and I'm gonna try to make a nice hole, of course without damaging the evaporator. First hole is 7/8. Right now, yeah. I know you can buy those grommets, but I always steal it from other units, from old units that they don't need them, or when we replace rooftops. I always steal these grommets, you know, and I always keep it in my truck. See? All right. I just got it out, the suction and the liquid line. I just left this little piece in case if I need it. I'm gonna cut it if I don't, and everything is must be ready to go. All right, let's put everything back together. All right. Let's see what we got inside. Got the liquid done. This is the missing hole with 150 pounds of nitrogen right now. Anyways, I check all my joints with soap just to make sure that we got no leaks, and everything is looking fine. No bubbles anywhere. So she's pretty much alright. So we're gonna finish the power installation, put the nut over there and seal this hole over here, and we're good to go. We have to tie the drain, and we're gonna be ready for vacuum and final charge. Alright, this is how it looks, the new evaporator. Pretty much it's all good. The leak test is holding 150 for 30 minutes already, so we're good to go. We're gonna put a vacuum in charge. Alright, we're gonna proceed to charge. We're still on vacuum. my vacuum for a long time. I did not have my micron gauge. Freaking door, man. I have been in vacuum for a long time. So I think we're ready to go now. System is 404, all of them. And in this particular case, the charge for system D as in David, the one that we're working on, but pretty much all of them are 9 pounds, except for system F, which is the walking. So we're gonna start with 9 pounds. That is system D. I mean, it's a nice setup. You can shut any individual compressor, so it's a good thing. My vacuum here for now. As you can see, I got my 9 pounds already in. My pressures are kind of high, and the reason why is because that cooler, put it this way, the whole thing, the grill, there is a grill on top where they can make meat, hamburgers and all that stuff. The grill and the cooler on the bottom is just one piece, it's one equipment. So if you get into the cooler and you touch the ceiling of the cooler, is so hot that you can even touch it. It's just, you can hold your hand for 1 second and it's burn you out. Actually, I burned my arm a couple times. That's how hot that cooler is right now. For me, I don't like that design, but that's the way that it is. That's why my suction is so high. Because the box is probably 90-95 degrees right now at this point, and it's gonna take some time to cool down. Actually, that cooler, I mean, it's a ridiculous design. That cooler is always running because you have to fight with the grill that it got on top. That is always hitting the cooler. But that's the way that it is. So I'm gonna start putting everything away, and we're gonna take a look inside and see how she's doing. The suction pressure is still on the 65. I got 2 coolers on this system, and both of them are on the 50 degrees right now, and they're still dropping. So I'm pretty much happy with it. It's gonna take some time, you know, for those boxes to reach temperature. I ended up adding 1.5 pounds into the system, and she's pretty much all right. So all right. Let me get my stuff. I got another service call to take care of. Thank you guys for staying.